Maya had a stray hair. Let's see if I probably do. Like this hair. You could say this is a stray hair. Hey there, I'm Shola. Welcome to my channel. This is a free mini lesson to help you develop your listening and vocabulary skills so you can better understand casual, informal American English that's used in talk shows and TV series and movies or films. So, you know the drill. Grab your notebook and pen. Let's get started. You've heard of or seen the 2005 film titled Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which starred Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt. Well, just recently, in February of this year, 2024, on Amazon Prime, there was a new series that came out that's also called Mr. and Mrs. Smith. It has the exact same name and the same premise. It's about a married couple who each of them are assassins and spies, and then they find that out and have to try to survive, I suppose, throughout the action and the drama. Anyway, this new series is starring American actors Donald Glover and Maya Erskine. We're going to look at a video today in which they were interviewed by Jimmy Kimmel. On American TV, Jimmy Kimmel Live is one of the nighttime talk shows where Jimmy Kimmel, the host, interviews celebrities. Here's the vocabulary we're going to focus on in this video. Multi-hyphenate, a whole laboratory full of chemicals, coming along, bust out, broken hearted, the ER, dying to, make fun of, cabs, get hair done, stray, whiskers, enthusiastic, rigorous, killer, killed, cliffhanger, tabloid, and credible. So with your notebook and pen, write down those words and phrases. These are the words we're going to focus on. Now, for this lesson, I recommend that you set aside about 30 minutes, half an hour. Okay, set aside half an hour to focus on your listening and vocabulary development skills today. The video interview is 9 minutes and 39 seconds. And I've put the link to the video below in the description. So you'll need just under 10 minutes to watch the video so you can hear this language being used in the conversation within the interview. Then we'll spend about 10 minutes or so discussing what these words mean. And then you'll need another 10 minutes to watch the video again to see if you pick up more on the nuances and the meaning of these vocabulary words and phrases within the context. So you can pause my video here, click on the link to watch the interview, and then come back so we can talk about what these words mean.
Our first guests tonight are multi-talented, multi-hyphenate stars with a whole laboratory full of chemistry. Season 1 of their show, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, is on Prime Video now. Say hello to Donald Glover and Maya Erskine.
So multi-hyphenate is a person, especially a celebrity, with several professions or skills. So this is definitely a compliment to say that these two actors are very skilled in what they do. We know chemistry is a branch of science. Chemistry can also refer to the complex emotional and psychological connections or interactions between people. So Jimmy Kimmel is just saying, by saying there's a whole laboratory of chemicals with these two actors, he's emphasizing their connection, that they really get along well and work well together.
Now, I'm told one of you is pregnant.
Yes, Donald.
I'm coming along. I thought I'd bust out the suit for it.
Congratulations,
Thank
by the way.
you.
That's great. That's terrific.
Come along means that progress is being made. Come along means make progress and develop. So if it's coming along nicely, it's developing, it's progressing in the way that it should. Donald Glover said he had to bust out a suit. To bust out means to bring something out that has been stored away for a while and hasn't been used. Also, bust out the suit could mean that it's a reason to celebrate and to dress nicely.
Yes.
be number 2 for you, yes. Donald, how many children do you have?
3.
3 kids?
Yeah.
You have all boys?
Yeah, I'm gonna steal this girl.
Oh,
That's
you're
what he
gonna.
said.
That's what I
Yeah.
tell her. So when I was so upset when she told me, I was like, wow, you did it. You got both. And I'm here like just broken heart. They know us by first name at the ER.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you give Donald your baby? I mean,
Brokenhearted. Donald said he was brokenhearted that he didn't have a girl. He has 3 boys. But his co-star Maya Erskine had a boy and a girl, so he was a little sad, brokenhearted that he didn't have a girl. ER stands for emergency room. So this is when you have an emergency situation and need immediate, urgent medical care. So you go to the ER. And of course, ER was also the title of a very popular medical drama show during the 90s. And here you can see a picture of the major stars from the cast of ER in 1997, including, going from the left to the right, we've got George Clooney, Juliana Margulies, Anthony Edwards, Eric LaSalle, and Noah Weil.
My feet.
really?
He's very self-conscious of his feet.
They look like 2 irons. I hate them.
Are they pointy at the top?
Oliver said his 2 feet, they look like 2 irons. I'm guessing he doesn't mean the golf clubs. I'm guessing he means the iron that you use to flatten the wrinkles in your clothing, because if you wear pointy toed shoes, your feet start to form in that shape. So probably he's referring to the shape of his feet.
Now I'm dying to see your feet. I don't know what it is.
I know.
Dying for something means that you're eager for something. You really want something to happen. So to be very keen, to be desperate, to be eager for something.
One of my feet because we would do a lot of intimate scenes, and I have like dinosaur feet. There's a lot of scales on the back, and when I would touch him, he'd go, "Ah, you're cutting me."
I would pretend like she cut my calves open. I'd be like, I'm bleeding out, like kind of thing. It was fun. We kind of really.
It was
You guys
sexy,
seem
yeah.
very. You seem to really get along. I would assume that that's the case, and if it wasn't, you probably wouldn't tell us. But it does seem to be a real affection going on here. Yeah.
Make fun of is to tease or laugh at someone. It's also synonymous with taunt, poke fun at, tease, make jokes about. Donald said that Maya's dry feet were scratching his calves. So he's referring to the lower part of his legs. Calf can also mean a baby cow, but here he's talking about his legs, of course.
He's like my older brother, and that's the dynamic. Like, he makes fun of me a lot on set, and that's where
She had this hair.
hold
This
on.
hair that like she got really mad at me, right? I'm seeing her get her hair done. And
Get your hair done means to have your hair styled, that you go to a salon and someone professionally fixes your hair or styles your hair.
Got another stray hair, just happened to be right here. And when he was doing touch-ups, he went
Maya had a stray hair. Let's see if I probably do. Like this hair. You could say this is a stray hair. It's out of place from the shape of my afro puff. So I can just put it back and there we go. But I probably have more strays at the top. Sometimes I have a stray hair under my chin, so I pluck it. You might have stray hairs around your eyebrows, in the middle. Usually on our bodies, we have stray hairs. It's natural, it's normal, it's okay. Sometimes cats are also stray. That's another common thing we use the word stray along with. A stray cat is a cat that's out of place, just out, and doesn't belong to anyone.
whiskers growing out of my forehead like that. You think whiskers grow here? Like, it doesn't make sense.
So cats do have whiskers. Whiskers are the long hairs that come out of the cat's face around the mouth.
Enthusiastic about?
I mean, yes, I had to put her through a rigorous audition process to get the part, but yeah, she was.
Were there other moms that?
Enthusiastic is having and showing intense and eager excitement, interest, or approval. Also synonymous with keen, avid, ardent, fervent, warm, passionate. Rigorous means extremely thorough and careful. If we're talking about a system or school approach, it means it's very strict.
Was your mom in this show?
Yeah, she talked me into it. She was like, I think, Francesca also, like, created the show, like she was like, I think she would be great, you know. And I brought her. I kind of left her. I didn't do any prep for her. I like gave her the signs. I was like, here you go, see you on Monday, like kind of. And she
was
killed.
great.
She was really great.
She had never done any acting before?
Never done any acting before. But she was killer. She like really killed the role. Like I was really happy about that. Really surprised.
She was
So Donald said his mom was killer when she had to audition and start acting in the show, because both of these actors, Donald and Maya, mentioned that their mothers had a role. They played a character in another show that they were talking about. And so his mom was killer. It means she did very well. If you're a killer, you're doing it well. And if you killed something, here it doesn't mean that you literally took someone's life. It means she killed it. She did it in an excellent way. She was successful at it.
Fun. If you see the second season, you know, you want to wait.
Not if you're not in it, it won't be fun. It'll be the opposite of fun.
Who says we're not in it? Maybe we are, maybe we are.
Maybe we are.
Variety magazine says you're not in it.
Yes.
It's right.
Oh, that's a tabloid. They're not credible.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll just keep our fingers crossed. Well,
the tabloids are newspapers that have pages filled with sensational stories, probably untrue, always about celebrities or politicians, famous people. And Donald said that the tabloid is not credible. It's not trustworthy. You shouldn't believe it.
Preface it with that. But there's a cliffhanger at the end of the first season. And we have...
Cliffs, of course, are like the Cliffs of Moher in Ireland. It's where the land is going and then it just stops and drops off into the sea or the ocean. That's a cliff. So a cliffhanger is when you're just at the end of the story and you don't know what happens next. So the end of season 1 was a cliffhanger, and we're just hanging, waiting to see what happens next in season 2. So there you have it. I hope that you now have a little bit better understanding of these phrases and vocabulary words. Go back now and listen to the interview again. Hopefully you catch more of the meaning, more of the nuance in their conversation during the interview. And if you have questions about any other words or phrases that were used in this interview video, please feel free to comment or visit my website and send me a message, send me an email. I'd be more than happy to help you. So enjoy watching Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Thanks. Have a great day.